All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. So look, man. DJ Hed and your boy Joe Budden speaks on Iceman, and they have a lot to say. So we're going to get to this, man. Torture Talk After Hours. Let's get it. All right, man. This comes courtesy of Marcus at Work Media. Shout out to him. Let's get it.
Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So DJ Hed had a nice interview with Joe Budden talking about Drake, the battle, how everything came to be to this point. More importantly, Iceman. What's the status on Iceman? Does he think Iceman will be a good project? And his response is pretty much how we feel.
I like
You don't think Iceman the project is gonna be underwhelming though?
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't. See, this is what I mean. Like, we can tell.
I'm not being biased.
You think it's gonna be underwhelming?
Yes. Because I
Why?
just don't.
What makes you?
It always surprises me. Well, I ain't gonna say surprises me. Well, it kind of does. It always surprises me how Joe Buttons and them, they view everybody as thinking that Drake is just this godly figure when it comes to making music. Drake's last albums, and it's not like it's how would I say this? It's not like Joe has never said that some of Drake's projects are underwhelming. He had a whole thing about views, and then he had a whole thing about the last album he did, For All the Dogs, where he made Drake kind of go back and do a whole redo or drop at least 5 more rap songs because he kind of got pressured into doing it. But the thing is, Joe and them know, Joe's been saying that Drake has been underwhelming. That was the word he used. So for him to say that he believe that Iceman is going to be underwhelming? I mean, listen to the songs that we got. The 4 songs that we got that really wasn't that good. So I mean, I could understand.
Yeah.
I just don't think that he's in a space where, based on the things that have happened, the stuff he's put out, everything that's going on, I don't believe in the movement. I don't believe that because the thing is, when you got some shit, you present the shit
And you move like it.
and you move like it.
You don't like the album with Party?
Bro, these are stutter steps. You don't. This is I don't understand what's going on.
Party
but
album's hard.
it's just you don't. When you know you got some shit, you say it with your chest.
Do you think? But you ain't.
Man, that Party album was not hard. Listen, bro, y'all dudes is bugging. If you think that album was good, you lost your goddamn mind. That album is not good at all. Joan was on mute. Had to talk to the baby real quick. Like I said, man, it's crazy for them to say that the Party album was hard. It was not. The album was not good. Y'all could say whatever y'all want about it. Give Me a Hug wasn't good. Nokia, y'all going off of, and that's what I really hate that these people do when it come to Drake. I feel like a lot of y'all just want Drake to be in a position because he's been there so long. Y'all want him to still be in that position. So y'all give him this grace and this pass on a lot of things. I'll be honest with y'all, I think Drake gets the most passes in hip hop history. He sued over a rap battle and he's getting a pass. I'm sorry. He get a pass for he literally gets the most passes out of anybody. I've never seen nothing like it.
Answer the question.
What's the question?
You didn't like the album he did with Party?
No, it's R&B though.
Oh,
Did you like the album?
Remember I said I don't like R&B.
Did you like the album he did with 21?
That was bad. It was I like
Come
that.
on.
That was
Let me ask you, do you think that's based on his relationship with
That album was good. I liked the album with 21 Savage. I think that he did a lot of rapping on that album, and the album was put. Honestly tell you that I think that album with 21 Savage is the best album he put out in 10 years. Out of all the albums, I got that even over Scorpion. I got that album all the way back to nothing. Well, if you're reading this, is too late. That was the album with 21 Savage should be in that category if you're reading this too late, even though that people would consider that like a cult classic. But yeah, anything else outside of that, Scorpion, the More Life, and all of the trash. Sorry, Scorpion people like, but I don't know. I just thought that people was just gassing it up. He's the only rapper that I know that they use R&B songs against rap songs. It's crazy to me. Like, he'll do an R&B song and they'll be like, what about this? And they'll start singing. And you're like, well, how are you using that against a rap song? It's a rap song. No, man, because Drake that dude. Like, all right, bro, cut it out.
The label, or do you think that's just because he don't have a product that he feel confident about?
You think he's floundering?
No, I think that he doesn't have a direction. I think he's lost creatively.
Well, that could be true.
That's possible.
That could be true.
I think he's lost, and I think that which camera is mine? This one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That one?
Top one.
All we want you to do is rap, bro. Just rap. Give us some slaps, rap, do your shit. We don't need all of the extra, like, we don't, like, I get it. Creatively, you want to do different things and stuff like that, but at the same time, that's not what we don't love the theatrics. We love the record.
Is your we his we?
Bro, that I've been saying this for so long. I don't understand it, bro. Just rap, nigga. That's it. That's all people care about. Just rap. And I get what he's saying. He ain't just saying just rap. He's saying forget all of the theatrics. The battle is over. Forget it. Just do the rap. All of this other extra shit you doing, posting stuff up, nobody cares for that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares for that. But he's saying just rap. Just rap. Because it looks like, even at this point, after you done sued a nigga telling you, one of Kendrick's closest homies, which you can kind of say that Kendrick is saying the same thing. Just rap, nigga. That's it. That's it. All of this other stuff you doing, nobody cares about that, bro. Nobody cares.
Make sense?
That's a great question.
When you say we,
I'm talking about from my perspective and the people that I have the conversations with. This is Gina's sentiment as well. We talk about it on our radio show with the listeners and whatnot. It's like people just want to give us the raps, give us the shit. If you have some shit and you like, well, I'm gonna save it. Oh, it's some shit coming, but it never arrives. Then what do you left to think?
Just teasing.
Plus, to Ish's point, he brought up the label thing. That's bullshit propaganda too. The labels, I said this over and over again for the last year and a half. The labels don't give a fuck. You can probably attest to it. If they got some shit, they want to put the shit out because they want to make money. They don't actually give a fuck who they make money off of, how they make money off of it. They don't give a fuck.
No, that's Park's sentiment.
Bro, I said this on the last show. I keep saying this. Listen, bro. I said this on my boy podcast. It's all about the money. That's it. The labels care about making money. That's it. All this other stuff that y'all be talking about, they should care more. They don't care. Their caring is making money. It doesn't matter who's in that position. They did it for so many years for Drake. When he did it, if it was Pusha T and he came out with a hit song, they're gonna push that. If it's Designer come out with a hit song, they're gonna push that. They're gonna push what's making them money. That's it. All this other stuff that y'all be talking about, it doesn't make sense. It's never gonna make sense. The record labels are just the money. That's it. They're just to push the money. They don't care about none of this other stuff that y'all be trying to put in there, put on them. Oh, they should care about the culture. No. These are the same people y'all say y'all don't want to care about the culture. And now y'all saying they should care about the culture. Like, no. If you exiling somebody and telling them that they ain't a part of the culture, but then saying at the same time, you should care about the culture. Listen, bro. Like, come on. Record label's going to do what they do to make money. That's what it's all about.
I disagree.
That's my sentiment.
That's part of the sentiment.
Okay.
I disagree with that.
Yeah.
If putting a product out helps him towards his goal of getting released or removing himself from the label, then I would want to extend it and not put it out. Like, I would want to almost damn near step on what you're going to do.
Not just that, if I know you trying to leave me alone, I'm going to step on your shit.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay,
We see it in basketball all the time. The Golden State Warriors was damn near sitting Kuminga on purpose and not playing him on purpose, even though he could have helped the team be in a better position. They was sitting that motherfucker on purpose.
Okay, so how would that take place in music?
If I know you want to leave, let's say, because I'm not the biggest
whatever the scenario
guy, but business, right? If I know that you got one album left, and I want you to re-sign, I could put your album off and push your album back almost in some extortion type shit, so you can resign 3-4 more albums.
Okay.
Or if you don't do that, now I'm gonna damn near dumb your brand down to the point where your value is lessened.
Yeah, that don't make sense. It don't make sense in a music standpoint because Drake has a cult following. He has a legions of people who love him. So no, that doesn't make sense. You basically saying that you can persuade his fans not to like him. That's basically what you're saying when you say something like that. The record labels they're not into that. Trust me. Maybe when they was back in the past, maybe they did do some things similar to those type of tactics, but now they're not into doing that. They're not going to devalue you even though they own most of your product. That doesn't make sense. They're losing money on themselves. Why would they devalue you wouldn't it be the case if they didn't have you under their wing and they devalued you? They kind of had not even a campaign, but they pushed their artists over top of you. And then when you come to sell, they said, well, you need to match numbers like him. Maybe they did that, but it just doesn't make sense. And on top of that, didn't UMG say in the let's finish.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that only makes sense if you don't want the thing to be a same or greater value once you why would you want your product to be diminished? You still have to make money off of this project.
Yeah, but they so big that they have wipe their nose and spite their face. I still got your old catalog that's moving units through the wazoo. The nigga's the most streamed nigga every fucking month, every year. You get what I'm saying? So we still making money.
To Ish's point, we are saying there's a possibility that the label could be looking at him in a similar manner that you are. A kid without direction that's lost his identity, whose better days are behind him. So we could end this. We don't have to pump a whole bunch of marketing dollars. We don't have to do what we did before. We own all the old shit. That's when it was popping. Now, and you sued us, we mad. Who knows? That's what we're saying. Don't have to go one way.
Okay, now that's a great point how Joe said it. See, the way Joe articulated that, I didn't think about it in that manner. So that's a 100% a great point, what he's saying. However, it still goes back to, why would you sign him then? It doesn't make sense. Then you wouldn't sign him. If you're saying we're going to sign this kid again after we devalued him, it goes right back to what DJ Hed point is. Like, so what happens? So you're saying that we're going to devalue you, sign you, and then what? Promote you after that? Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it don't.
No, I can see that. Everything's a possibility.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, to me, that doesn't make the most business sense.
There you go. Okay.
It doesn't make business sense.
For the short term.
No, it doesn't make business sense.
It don't make business sense
across the board.
But a lot of times businesses, we forget sometimes that, especially when a business is huge, right? Mm-hmm. We think that every single dollar matters. Sometimes punishing you for jumping up to bite the hand that we look at that feeds you is worth it.
I get what he's saying, but listen, bro. Business is business. It's never personal. That is a reason why that saying is so prevalent. Things will happen. Just like they cut you and do things to you, they already got contingency plans and things already in place for just in case you do this, or just in case an artist or an athlete or whoever do this. They already got those in place. Those they have whole what they call it, departments for that. They have whole departments for that. So I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, it's never personal. It's always business. So if Drake went into this like, look, y'all did me wrong. That's why I took y'all to court. That's business. The same thing with UMG. Now, I understand the whole UMG punishing him and all this stuff, but y'all talking about speculation. Y'all not talking about would actually probably happen, or not actually probably, that's kind of crazy, but would probably happen behind the scenes. It's all speculation. Y'all don't know what happened behind the scenes. Nobody knows. And in my opinion, Lucian Reigns seemed like he was still willing to work with Drake 100%. I just think a lot of us, we do push that, oh, they punishing him. We do that. Not gonna lie.
Big. If Universal makes another $50 million, you think they know it?
Yeah. In this climate, they do.
Universal is 85, 65, whatever, 75%
of the music business.
of the market. Like, and it's back to Ja Morant, right? It's what our people think is happening to Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna teach you a lesson. You think you're bigger than the system. You've been doing whatever the fuck you want. We're gonna pow you and get you back right.
Right.
Or ship you out of here.
Or
right.
you not. Or we've seen yous come and go. There's been a lot of niggas that have been really.
Let me just say this real quick, because a lot of y'all don't understand how, a lot of people don't understand how money works. Let me explain something to y'all, right? Elon Musk brought Twitter. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He's the richest man in the world. Outside of Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates and some of the Saudis, right? The Prince Saudi, whatever. But Elon Musk, richest man in the world. He had to get a loan or get people to help him buy Twitter, because it's a difference between you being worth that type of money and you having that type of money. Not to say Elon doesn't have billions, but I don't think he has $1 billion in his account. Nobody has that. So when he's saying 50 million, you have to understand $50 million, it might seem like a little bit of money, but $50 million is a lot of money to any company. That's a lot of money. $400 million. Y'all act as if like Drake's getting $400 million and they're giving it to him right away. No, this is over probably a 10, 20, 30 year period, given the fact that they're going to recoup some of that money. It's not that they're just giving him 400 million the next day. A lot of y'all think that that's the case. No, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? You got companies who get, they sell for $1 billion, right? But this money has to be allocated from this person. Y'all realize that not one person has that type of money. They have to get, shareholders have to come in and do all this. So don't think that because he's saying $50 million to any company right now is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's not just some little bit of money y'all be thinking that. No. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you win the lottery, you don't get all of that money right away. You know what I'm saying? They give it to you over time, or say, we give you $1,500 every week for life. And then you end up dying mysteriously in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing.
Really, really good in sports. And them niggas just, you can attest to this, they vanish.
So we definitely feel like ICEMAN is going to be underwhelming for a number of factors. Mostly, he doesn't have the same crew of people curating that original sound that people come to love from the boy. But some of his delusional fans are still holding on to the idea that not only is ICEMAN going to be good, they're going as far as to say ICEMAN will be better than GNX.
I guarantee, after only hearing Drake's first single from his upcoming album, man, I guarantee.
I'm going to tell you right now, bro, before you even start, nigga, you high. You high as hell. Before you even start talking, nigga, you high. So I can't take nothing you say serious. You high as hell, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So if you high and you telling me that you believe what you about to say is you believe that Drake album, ICEMAN, is going to be better than GNX, nigga, you high right now. You high. You high, nigga. Nigga, you high. How? How can I take you serious? You high. With the red eye, like a nighttime flight. Nigga, you high. Ain't no way in the world, bro. Let's see what this high nigga got to say.
Guarantee that Drake's new album is going to be better than GNX was. This is sort of a little social experiment, if you will. This is a little experiment. Well, I'll bet you all
That includes all you Drake detractors. This includes all the content creators that don't like Drake. This includes anybody who had anything to say, critical about Drake, or normally has something critical to say about Drake, typically rooted in zero merit. I will bet you, I'll make a friendly wager, a gentleman's bet, if you will, that Drake's new album is going to be better than GNX. And
my thing is, how do you gauge this though? Where do you get, how are you going to gauge this? How, when people say something's going to be better than something, how do you gauge this? Like what are you going to, how are we going to figure this out? Are you going to go off of numbers? What are you going to go off of? How? I don't understand. Drake last couple of albums, they did well the first week or two, whatever. I believe some Sexy Soul for You, that's platinum. I believe it's platinum. But here's the thing. Drake albums don't last long. GNX is still being talked about 2 years later or a year later. Right? A year later, right? Still being talked about. So I don't understand why you would even say that. I was going to say something about your shiny lips, but my lips shiny as hell too, so I can't really talk.
And for my side of the bargain, here's what I'm willing to do. First of all, this is a gentleman's agreement. So this is based on honesty. Gentleman's agreement doesn't mean only men. This just means that we're bound by our word only, right? So I will answer honestly. I will react honestly. And if I am wrong, if GNX is in fact better than Drake's new album, I will go on live. I will let all you call in. And in detail, I'll admit that I'm wrong and why I'm wrong.
I mean, let's be fair. Let's be clear here. You're not going to do that. Even if you think that GNX is better, you're never going to say that, bro. Because you just call people Drake detractors. So you automatically, the album could be pooping sounds all over the album, and you're going to say it's better, bro. You're going to say, what, this song right here, number 2. You telling me that number 2, the extra poopy sound one, extra poop? You know what I mean? The X-Lax, John? X-Lax not better than GNX? Come on, X-Lax not better than Hey Now? X-Lax. Telling me? Come on. Telling me that's not better. That's what you're going to do, bro. That's what you're going to do. You're going to cape for it no matter what.
I'll stay on there as long as it takes. And I'll admit I'm wrong to every single person that calls in. And again, I won't just say I'm wrong. I'll go into detail. I will go into detail about why I'm wrong. And I'm pretty sure I will be pretty angry at Drake while I'm doing it. You know, I'll be pretty angry because I don't believe that there's a chance that GNX is better than Drake's new album. So if I'm wrong, I'm going to be super annoyed. I'm going to be super angry. And I can assure you that, you know, I will speak critically about, you know, about why I'm angry. And I'll speak critically and honestly about my disappointment in Drake's performance on that album, if it in fact is not as good as GNX, which again, I would be flabbergasted if that happens, because GNX, whatever.
Now the notion of any Drake,
and that's my problem. So if GNX is trash, right? Let's just play this out. We're gonna stop it here. If GNX is trash, right? And you say that Drake album isn't better than GNX, you're gonna say that Drake album is double trash? Because a lot of y'all would say that GNX is gonna be better than GNX. But you have to admit that GNX is a good to classic album. GNX has some of the most recognizable songs in all his albums, his whole discography. So for you to say GNX isn't a classic, you're just hating, in my opinion. You're just hating. How could you say GNX isn't a classic? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, classics can come in different shapes and forms, but the reason why this one is classic is because I feel like you literally know the songs word for word. You know what I'm saying? Even people that hate Kendrick know the song's word for word. But yeah, man. But as far as this whole thing about Drake being essentially blackballed by his label, nah, I'm not trying to hear that. No, I don't believe so. I think a lot of people just want to help Drake when it comes down to it, but at the same time, nah. It is what it is. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Torture Talk After Hours. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye.